next news. Breaking news from the White House.
Only 29% of Democrats say they're extremely or very proud of America. That's the number. That's the confession. And right on cue, Democrat-led states are balking at a great American state fair on the National Mall while President Donald Trump launches Freedom 250 with Lee Greenwood, Christopher Machio, military bands, stealth bombers, fighter jet flyovers, and a Ferris wheel rising between the Capitol and the Washington Monument. Trump is throwing the country a birthday party. The anti-American left is throwing a tantrum. If you want to know who still loves this country and who resents it, this story just gave you the scoreboard. And it matters because the fight's bigger than the concert lineup or a fairground on the National Mall. Trump is restoring the meaning of the mall itself. He's taking the nation's front yard back from the decay, sneering, and the managed shame that defined the former Biden administration's era, and he's filling it with the things that normal Americans actually love. A Ferris wheel overlooking the monuments, 150-plus exhibits, 56 state and territory pavilions, John Deere, Harley-Davidson, military bands, and flyovers stretching from the B-52 Stratofortress to the F-35C Lightning II. Family, strength, history, pride, America out loud. And Democrats can't stand it. KTSM exposed that several Democrat-led states balked at showing up. NBC's own poll drove the knife deeper. Just 29% of Democrats say they're extremely or very proud of America, while 90% of Republicans say the same. That's not a style difference. That is a loyalty collapse. Trump says America's back. The left hears that and melts down because its whole project depends on a guilty, fractured, apologizing country. And when Democrat states balk at America's 250th birthday, ask yourself a basic question. If a major disruption kept you from the store, how long would your house hold up? If it's less than a month, fix it with My Patriot Supply. They're America's #1 preparedness company with over 3 million satisfied customers and the most trusted folks in the business. Right now, at preparewithgary.com, their best-selling 4-week emergency food supply comes with an additional week of food for free. That's the best long-term storable food. Real meals, real ingredients, no artificial flavors or colors, and at least 2,000 calories a day. Shelf life measured in decades. Go to preparewithgary.com and claim your free week of emergency food. Let the blue state snobs sneer. Prepared Americans win. Now, one detail makes this whole thing even more humiliating for the anti-American crowd. While Democrat-led states balked and pampered entertainers fled the stage, even France sent fighter jets over Washington to mark the alliance in the coming 250th anniversary. Let that sink in. A foreign ally showed more public respect for America's birthday than parts of America's own left-wing political class. Now I'm going to show you the posts because I want you to see whether you think this boycott backfires on Democrats or just simply brands them forever. President Trump posting the June 24th kickoff of 250 years of American independence at Freedom 250, Great American State Fair. Wednesday, June 24th will be the kickoff of our summer-long celebration of 250 years of American independence. Come and enjoy a night filled with beautiful music from our talented U.S. Army and Marine Corps military bands, only the hits that you know and love. The highly gifted Christopher Machio and our friend Lee Greenwood performing the greatest hits of all time, God Bless the USA. You also bear witness to the impressive military flyovers, precision fighter jets, and stealth bombers, which will be flown by our U.S. military pilots who have proven to be the most elite pilots in the world. The patriotic tribute will take place on the main stage at the Freedom 250 Great American State Fair, located on our majestic National Mall in what's now one of the safest cities in the world, Washington, D.C., which we are beautifying to levels never before seen. See you at 7 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday, June 24th. We're going to have fun and celebrate America. So Trump is putting patriotism front and center with the Freedom 250 kickoff on the mall. And the flyovers aren't just talk. Here's CBS showing jets already streaking over Washington. The French government skies over D.C. already filling with red, white, and blue, but on the ground, some Democrat-run states are refusing to show up for the Great American State Fair. KTSM 9, a grand state fair highlighting American culture, is set to kick off this week ahead of the 250th anniversary, but several states have publicly said they will not attend. Democrat-led states balk at the Great American State Fair, so the boycott tells you plenty about where the left is. Now compare that with the numbers. An NBC poll shows 29% of Democrats say that they're proud of America.
Again, 56% overall have an extremely or very much proud of the country. It's 29% among Democrats. It's 90% among Republicans. Look at that staggering gap between the parties. Look at it on the other end here. Only a little or not proud at all. It's 36% among Democrats. That number among Democrats, it's higher on the low end there than it is on the extremely proud end, and it's only 3% for Republicans. So a massive partisan divide on that question of being proud to be an American.
Unbelievable numbers when you look at it. So it's not just a few blue state officials acting out. The poll backs it up. Here's the breakdown showing Democrats trailing Republicans by a massive margin on basic national pride.
Again, 56% overall have an extremely or very much proud of the country. It's 29% among Democrats. It's 90% among Republicans. Look at that staggering gap between the parties. Look at it on the other end here. Only a little or not proud at all. It's 36%.
Numbers are brutal for the party that lectures everybody else about democracy. Next, here's what the celebration's building, a full-blown Great American State Fair. Here's what's coming to the National Mall of Ferris wheel overlooking the monuments. More than 150 exhibits from all 56 states and territories, live entertainment, cultural programming, family attractions, innovation showcases, and spectacular flyovers. June 25th through July 10th. So while the left sulks, the fair itself is taking shape with 150 exhibits and flyovers. Now a closer look, one of the biggest attractions coming up, the Ferris wheel coming together on the National Mall. For 16 days, you can take in the view from the top, walk the state pavilions, and experience the best of America at the Great American State Fair. And it's free. There is one of the, what do they call them, gondolas or something? What do they call those things on the Ferris wheel? So the Ferris wheel is real, and it's going up in the heart of D.C. next to the big pitch. America is back, headlining the kickoff, featuring President Donald J. Trump, military flyover, patriotic performances, and an unforgettable tribute to the people, history, and spirit of the United States. America is back, featuring the President of the United States. So the fair is leaning hard into American muscle with brands like John Deere and Harley Davidson, more from Freedom 250. 150 exhibits and attractions from John Deere to Harley Davidson, two icons of American manufacturing, will be on display. Come stand in history, RSVP now. 150 exhibits and attractions, RSVP. That's the message, not apology tours, but American industry and ingenuity is on display. And if that wasn't enough, the next piece shows the Air Power Tribute. We're going to have the B-52 Stratofortress, the F-35C Lightning II, Wings Over Washington, part of the Great American State Fair, incredible tribute. Multi-generational air power. That's what they're calling it. Not everyone can handle that. The Washington Times reports several artists bailed over politics.
Freedom 250 concerts on the National Mall will be replaced by what President Trump has called, quote, a rally to end all rallies. The canceled concerts were meant to coincide with the Great American State Fair from June 25th to July 10th, but most of the scheduled performers, including Bret Michaels, the Commodores, and Martina McBride, have dropped out. President Trump said on Truth Social that, quote, we don't want singers with no talent but big fees to put you to sleep. We've told them all to stay home. The rally, now scheduled for 7 p.m. on June 24th, will include musical performances from God Bless the USA singer Lee Greenwood, American tenor Christopher Macchio, and several military music groups, including the U.S. Marine Band, the Joint Armed Forces Chorus, the U.S. Army Chorus, and the U.S. Army Band, known as Pershing Zone. The rally will also feature remarks from the president. Several of the artists who dropped out of the Great American State Fair blamed politics. Bret Michaels said that what was presented to us as a celebration of our country has evolved into something much more divisive than what I agreed to be a part of. Martina McBride said that while she thought the event was going to be nonpartisan, instead that, quote, turned out to be misleading. The Commodore said, quote, we chose not to publicly affiliate with any single political party. Freedom 250, the group behind the Great American State Fair and other events for the celebration of America's 250th anniversary, says it is nonpartisan. Freedom 250 spokesperson Rachel Reisner told NBC News that the nonprofit is dedicated to uniting Americans around the nation's 250th anniversary and is focused on our signature celebrations and events that honor our history and engage all Americans. To read about this story and more, visit the Washington.
So the dropouts only prove Trump's point. The cultural elites get nervous. The second patriotism gets unapologetic. Meanwhile, the celebration rolls on towards July 4th with a massive fireworks finale planned for the National Mall. Epic July 4th celebration returns with a record fireworks display. America's 250th anniversary celebration hit peak on July 4th with the salute to America 250. Organizers promise a pure day of celebration, live music, national pride, family-friendly festivities. It's billed as the biggest fireworks display the world has ever seen, featuring an astonishing 850,000 fireworks shells launched from 10 sites, including the Lincoln Memorial, Reflecting Pool, Potomac River Barges, and West Potomac Park. The event will illuminate iconic monuments and memorials in breathtaking finale synchronized to music, visible across the mall and beyond. Caps off broader semi-quincentennial activities, including the Great American State Fair. Events.freedom250.org/events/freedom250 4th of July event. A once-in-a-generation event aims to unite the nation in honoring 250 years of American spirit. Here is Mark Wayne Mullen.
There is no greater honor than standing tall with a red, white, and blue. And guess what? We're going to celebrate 250 years right here in Washington, D.C. It's going to be huge. The biggest firework display the world has ever seen. And you can be part of it. We're going to have just pure celebration. We're going to have music. We're going to have pure pride. And we're going to have so much fun. And you can be part of it. You can register for free for your tickets at freedom250.org. May God bless America.
Amen. So from the kickoff rally to the fireworks, it's turning into a summer of freedom. And the final message is simple. America is back. That's right. Wednesday, America is back, a kickoff celebration for the Great American State Fair. Freedom250.org. So here's the moral verdict, and the number makes it unavoidable. Only 29% of Democrats say that they're proud of America. Then Democrat-led states balk at a Great American State Fair. Then major artists run for the exits because patriotism offends their politics. That's not coincidence. That's exposure. Donald Trump builds a June 24th kickoff at 7 p.m. on the National Mall around military bands, Lee Greenwood, Christopher Machio, precision fighter jets, stealth bombers, and a Ferris wheel above the monuments. And the anti-American left can't even fake good manners for the country's 250th birthday. Fine, stay home. Trump just turned their boycott into a loyalty test, and they failed it in public with the whole country watching. So pick your side, right? Trump is standing on the National Mall saying America is back, building a 16-day Great American State Fair with 150-plus exhibits from all 56 states and territories, staging wings over Washington air power and driving towards a July 4th celebration capped by 850,000 fireworks shells over the Capitol. That's confidence. That is national memory. That is a country refusing to hate itself anymore. And across from that, Democrat-led states balked, celebrity performers bailed. Their own voters told NBC that they're less proud of America than Republicans by a canyon-sized margin, 29-90. They kept telling you who they are, so believe them. If you're sick of watching bitter blue state politicians and legacy media skulls spit on normal American pride, send this segment to somebody who still thinks this boycott was just a scheduling issue. It was contempt. Trump answered it the right way. With flags, flyovers, music, families, and a packed mall that moves on without them. And you know who else moves on without you? YouTube. Yeah, they move on, sending you cat videos and CNN spin when you look for us. But look no further than the number on your screen. 844-840-4963. Thousands of patriots have texted the words raw feed. They're getting the news and information from the insiders list direct from me, right to their phones. What are you waiting for? Don't delay. Get on the list and make sure you get the news that matters so you can make decisions for your friends and your family. And since we're talking about celebrating America 250, what a better way to celebrate than finding some gear that we've created just for you at the merch shelf below this video or at shop.nextnewsnetwork.com.
The system controls information. Information control is power. They don't want you to see this. The truth only survives together. They don't want this shared. Share this now.